a very wonderful Sunday morning. I would like to tell Nigerians that things are becoming acceptable, things are turning for good, things are becoming better. What am I trying to say? The enemies of the Labour Party are gradually becoming their friends. Of course, if your enemy is gradually turning into your friend, that means you're gradually becoming victorious. That's for the obedience. Now, on what I have for you today, we all know Reno Omokri. Reno Omokri is a political activist. He's also a freedom fighter. He's a member of the PDP. And then he's also a social media influencer. And he was a former advisor to former President Goodluck Jonathan. All right. Reno Omokri has been on the news for a very long while in the Nigerian social media space. At times he was called out for a few political reasons. At times he was called out by individuals for one or two statements or for one or two social media influencing statements or write-ups. Now, forward to what we have today, Reno Omokri came out some time ago to throw backlashes at Peter Obi after they just concluded presidential elections that took place on the 25th day of February. He alleged that Peter Obi, after alleging that Bola Ahmed Tinubu rigged the elections, Reno Omokri came out to call out Peter Obi for saying that he should have gotten over 80,000 votes in Anambra State. Reno Omokri, although it's normal for any Nigerian politician to taunt other opposition parties, okay, but he came out to make a public support earlier yesterday to Peter Obi after he publicly accused the Labour Party presidential candidate of rigging. Okay, after it was announced that Peter Obi had over 70,000 votes in Anambra State, all right, where he was a former governor, if you could remember. So, if Reno Omokri could come out and apologize to Obedience and to Peter Obi, why did he come out to apologize? I wouldn't tell you, but I will allow you to watch this video of Reno Omokri. After you're done watching, then I will tell you something little about it. When we come back, we'll talk more.
Said that Bola Tinubu rigged the February 25, 2023 elections to emerge as the president-elect. But then I have said publicly that I also feel that Peter Obi actually did some rigging by himself, because when I look at the figures that he posted from Anambra State, getting almost 97% of the votes, I mean, I felt that maybe there was some, would I say, shenanigans going on. And then he went on Arise Television. He responded to me in his interview. I think this was about a week ago, less than a week ago. And he said, look, he's surprised that he didn't even get 100% in Anambra because he's so popular. Well, I took that with a pinch of salt, but then today I've seen an event. It's still happening right now. It's the 1-year ceremony in office of 1-year anniversary in office for the incumbent governor, Governor Charles Soludo in Anambra is ongoing right now. And Peter Obi just walked into the room. And, I mean, the applause was like thunder. It was like thunder. So, yeah, I mean, I can see how, because obviously he's more popular than the incumbent governor with what we're seeing. So, yeah, maybe I might want to walk back what I said, about him getting, I can see that it's quite possible that he could have gotten 97% of the votes without rigging. Because when I see that, you're going to see it, after this conversation, you're going to see it. And that is organic love, because everybody knows, Peter Obi, they give shishi. If you're Nigerian, you know what that means. That means he's very thrifty. I'm not going to say he's stingy. Let me just say he's very thrifty. So I take back those words. I can see now that it's quite possible that Peter Obi could have gotten 97% of the votes without rigging. So I do apologize. I made that statement honestly, thinking that it wouldn't have been possible. But from what I've just seen, I think it's possible. Watch this video. Put your.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The former governor is coming. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You heard Reno Omokri there. He was apologizing to Peter Obi for calling him out some days ago and accusing him of rigging the elections in Anambra State, as to why Peter Obi was surprised at some point that he didn't even win 100% vote in Anambra State. Okay, Reno Omokri came out and backlashed Peter Obi, telling him, okay, at some point he felt Peter Obi rigged the elections because the love he got in Anambra State in the ballot boxes were so massive. Now, forward to yesterday during Charles Soludo's 1 year anniversary in office, talking about the governor of Anambra State. At the sight of Peter Obi in that ceremony, immediately Peter Obi came in. As you saw in the video, the whole crowd in that ceremony gave a standing ovation. There was a sort of ovation that I think no politician has ever received in the history of Nigeria. So Reno Omokri felt that for Peter Obi to get this kind of ovation or this kind of reception in Anambra State, that means it is quite possible that Peter Obi must have won over 100 or if not 80,000 votes or 80% votes of Anambra State people or Nigerians in Anambra State. Okay, so he came out to apologize directly to Peter Obi and said he is sorry for making such an accusation, alleging that Peter Obi must have rigged the elections in Anambra State. That is that for that particular update. On this one, I have Festus Keyamo for you. Festus Keyamo has been making the rounds online on the social media space for the wrong reasons. He came out to call out Peter Obi and his vice presidential candidate Dr. Baba Ahmed and to order or to petition the DSS to order for the arrest of these two individuals. Reasons being that they made statements that were anti-democratic. So today, I have a throwback video of Festus Keyamo. If you wouldn't forget, Festus Keyamo is not just a senior advocate of Nigeria, he's a present serving minister of State for Labor and Productivity. Festus Keyamo is also a member of the APC Presidential Campaign Council. Now, having said all sorts of statements on the APC in the past, all right, now he is back to support the APC, urging Nigerians to vote the same party he rejected years ago. Now, going back to his vomit, that is what I can call this. He has gone back to his vomit to eat what he had thrown up. Let me allow you to watch a brief video about what Festus Keyamo said about the APC some years ago, and then we'll talk more when we're back.
Am I here to think that the APC is the best thing to happen to Nigeria? I'll be a fool to say so. Am I here to say that there are no thieves within the APC? I'll be a fool to say so.
Okay, yeah, you heard it all from Festus Keyamo there. He called APC members thieves, he called them monsters and so on. That is shocking. It is not, we cannot say it is typical of a Nigerian politician. No, it is not typical of a Nigerian politician. As a politician, you're supposed to be a straightforward, truthful, transparent and competent individual. You're not supposed to be an insultive, derogatory statement inclined person, or you shouldn't be a form of negative person, all right? So if Festus Keyamo, especially with his colleague in the APC, that is talking about Femi Fani-Kayode, if two of them especially can come out and say all sorts of bad statements on the APC in the past, why then do you stick to this same party some years later? Why? What have you seen in this party? What's so special in the APC that has come up in the past few years that has made you so glued to APC that you are now urging Nigerians to glue or stay glued or keep faith in this same party? All right, that is very, very bad of such a person who is standing as a form of idol to a lot of Nigerians, to the Nigerians Bar Association, and to the Nigerian government. That is that about that particular update. I have something very important for you. A Nigerian citizen, very concerned, has come up, although his name is withheld. He has availed evidences of the full document indicting Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu from the US government over his alleged money laundering and drug trafficking case. All right. Now, this the court that is in charge of that particular document specifically is the U.S. District Court, Northern District of Illinois. All right, East Division. All right, that is the particular court that is in charge of that document. Okay, and this document is a full page, 70-page document. I will allow you watch the video of this individual from Nigeria making expositions about Bola Tinubu's case. I brought you an update a few days ago about this same case on drug trafficking and money laundering. Watch this Nigerian avail these evidences about Bola Ahmed Asiwaju Tinubu.
Yes. Okay, good. It does work. Now, ladies and gentlemen, good evening from Nigeria. Now, I'm going live shortly to let you know that later when I go live, it's going to be a bombshell, you know what I'm saying? Right now, right here, I have, let me see how many pages. I want to see how many pages. It's many.
It should be like 60, 70.
It's so many. Okay. I have an almost 70-page document right here. This is hard copy, so it's not a soft copy. It's hard copy. Now, United States District Courts, Northern District of Illinois, East Division. This is the full document that contains everything about Bala Blue. His drug dealing, all the lies he told, why the money was seized. They seized $460,000. It was seized. It wasn't even a case of plea bargain. They seized the money and they seized other things apart from the money. The thing is here, see, I'm not telling you an online copy. I have a copy, hard copy. So later tonight,
And it's not from Nigeria.
Okay, it's quite funny. It's very funny as he has availed those evidences, and all of us feel that the evidences made available in the public space isn't enough for the prosecution on ground right now. Talking about the presidential election tribunal case that is going on between the Labour Party and the Independent National Electoral Commission, and also the APC. So everything pertaining Bola Ahmed Tinubu, his drug deals, his money laundering, his lies, and his seized assets are all contained in that document. Okay, now let me make a very, very strong correction there. The funds that were forfeited by Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the range of $460,000 were not really forfeited. Okay, and let me tell you what, it was not a case of a kind of plea bargain, but it was a case of his assets and his capital being seized by the US government. That is that about that particular update. You've heard it all from the updates I have for you today. Don't forget, if you are an incoming subscriber, make sure you stay glued to Nation's Voice Tower and subscribe to Nation's Voice Tower. If you are an already existing subscriber, make sure you always keep up to our updates and drop a comment for us in the comment section. Thank you and peace out.